Hi, and today we are going to continue with Psalm 23 and we're going to go straight into verse 5. And it says this: You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runs over. So I told you, we are out of the valley. Indeed, some commentaries would say this would be on a mountaintop, that the table that is laid for us would be somewhere high up so that everyone can see. But what is it talking about? Why does it mention enemies? It says, You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. What's it all about? Well, it's to do with a word called vindication. Um, have you ever been accused of something you didn't do? Or perhaps someone did something that was really, really wrong, but you've never ever seen justice for it. You've never been told that you're in the right. Um, if truth has not come out. And that's what vindication is all about. It's all about the truth coming out. So God doesn't necessarily vindicate people, but he vindicates truth. And if you've been on the side of truth, then you will be vindicated. So maybe there's people who you don't necessarily now consider your enemies because you've forgiven them, but actually you still haven't seen justice done. And we know in the Bible that it says, Vengeance is mine, says the Lord, I will repay. So this verse is really showing how God would plan to do that. Um, and he doesn't do it as a hidden away little affair. He prepares a feast. This is not a little table with a bit of bread and water and here you go. We know that because it says, You anoint my head with oil. And that is something that they used to do at feasts to show favour to a special guest. They would pour oil on someone's head like an aromatic oil, and it would make their face shine, and they would be like a guest of honour. It would show absolute brilliant hospitality by the person hosting, and it would show real favour to their guests. So that's what God is doing. He's showing you amazing favour at an incredible feast, probably with an amazing array of food. I mean, I know that we're in lockdown and I haven't had Nando's for ages, but I'm just picturing like Nando's chicken and peri salted chips and refillable drink and just amazing, amazing stuff. I'm sure your thoughts of a feast are much, much more sophisticated than mine. Um, but yeah, so he's anointing my head with oil, and my cup runs over. And we talk about the refillable Nando's drinks. Your cup runs over. You don't just get a little bit of lemonade in the bottom, you get a full glass, so full that your cup runs over. It's an abundance. That's what God does. He gives in abundance. And I just love the fact that his vindication is worth so much, and it's something to really, really look forward to. And that actually the people who have wronged you will know justice. They will see the justice you get, the vindication you get. And I just hope, in a way, that today that might help you to forgive. Maybe where your name hasn't been cleared, it still feels so unfair. It still feels so unjust. Well, that's not a reason not to forgive, because God promises, I mean, he is a just God. He promises that it's his place to vindicate and take vengeance for you. So leave that up to him. And when you're doing that for Jesus, it makes it easier for you to forgive because you're doing it for him and not for the people who you need to forgive. So I really hope that helps some people today. And we will continue the last verse of this psalm tomorrow. God bless you and see you soon. Bye bye.